Okay, we're doing a cold start. Hasn't been started for a couple of days, and started right up, and there's no smoke at all. Sounds good. It's definitely on high idle right now, but very smooth. No bad noises or anything like that. We get the 79 450 SLC, and we have the 380 SL out as just kind of interesting comparison. What did you say? How much did you say they were extended?
I forget the exact number, but maybe
right there is where they're extended, right?
Yeah. Yep, from the back, from the rear of the door jamb back where they sectioned it in.
So it's got this leather interior that we think, there was a bunch of different options, but we think this one's called tobacco brown.
Yeah, there were
and
two.
That's factory, that how they did that velour there. And those kick pads there, we replaced those. But the guy who had them, those were the last ones he had in that color. So we were really happy to be able to find those. The other ones were pretty good, but it's just really nice to get the correct ones, and how it kind of complements the color of the interior. And so it drives great. Man, this thing drives great. Yeah.
And all 5 windows.
So we're looking at the 450 SLC. We wanted to look here under the hood and tell you a little bit about what our observations have been of this car, and what we've done to it and stuff like that. So go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, one of the very first things I do on these engines is I take a look at the camshaft lobe.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you can get in there, but this one looks...
Not very well, so just tell us about it.
It looks like chrome, no pits, no lines, and that tells the overall care of the car. Neglected oil changes don't look too good. The lobe doesn't look good after that.
Great. So this one looks...
Oh, I was really happy. And also, I did an oil change, and it came out clean. Filter was clean.
Right.
Oil probably shouldn't have been changed, but we did.
Right. So you think a car not, kind of generally speaking, not driven really hard in its lifetime and well maintained?
Yeah, someone who's not afraid to open a checkbook, and that's that was done. You can see the master cylinder. They put a new reservoir too, which is telling.
Okay.
They did the master cylinder and the reservoir, which is good. The brake fluid throughout is spotless. Brake lines are good.
Okay.
One other thing to note is this is the Unwired Tools HVAC module, and what that does is it replaces.
Is that a factory?
No, it's a 4-figure upgrade to HVAC. It makes it. It's a simplified system. It uses logic rather than vacuum, and it's someone came up with a great upgrade. They still sell it today, and worthwhile upgrade.
You don't see it very often.
Not too often.
It's the only one I've ever seen.
A lot of times, what I see is if people don't want to invest in diagnostic, if they have a vacuum leak, they can put one of these. It's a known fix, and it's an upgrade.
Yeah,
and you'll see it. It's pretty common.
And we put a new hood pad on it because those always deteriorate. But we were just noticing that it's. And then we're just looking at kind of the front end in terms of the body parts in front of the engine, and so really nice in terms of these are probably look like they're all uniform here, right?
Yeah, the paint is intact on all of the
Yeah. So that's a good sign. And then this is really nice. A lot of times these are really rusty here. And then we look down into this area, right?
Yeah,
Michael?
the condenser fan's original. Cars that have been hit in the nose, that goes away first. It's the radiator's original, everything.
Yeah, all the welds and everything look original down here. It's a little dirty, but that's kind of good. It shows you that it's original, hasn't been messed with. And even I was noticing, even look at how these screws are not painted. That's probably something when people do front end repair on these.
Exactly.
When they have a wreck or something, those will end up getting painted. And you can see each one of the 3 here is original. So that's a really good sign of, I think, of originality in terms of an indication on the front of the car. And look at this, Michael. Here's another thing. Look at these tabs here. Look how they're not painted, right?
Right.
See right here? And same thing on the other side. And again, it's there's some dirt there, some of the like original dirt, so you can kind of tell it hasn't been messed with. It's just interesting. Also, look how this right here has kind of a rough edge.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
good.
right here has kind of a rough edge too. You know, it's pretty neat. But all this looks all nice and factory. Anything
Yeah,
else?
The front bumper is original, and it's never bumped anything. The bumper shocks are aligned. The bumperettes are
Okay, cool.
scarred. So definitely had a good ownership, good driver.
Yeah.
Good maintenance.
Yeah, and it drives like it.
Oh yeah.
It's so tight and
Zero rattles.
and when it starts up, you just like so easily and runs so smooth. So okay, great.